What's up, family? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be reviewing a video from Introvert Rockstar. It's entitled Black Farmers Just Got Scammed by the System. Do a lot of good videos. I react to a lot of his content. I'm going to leave a link to the video down in the description box. Go check him out. Give him a subscribe. Check him out. Alright, let's get into this reaction.
USFA 12 News reporter, political reporter Aaron Davis is joining us with more about a meeting today involving hundreds of those black farmers who were wanting to learn more about how this process will work. Aaron?
Mark, if the farmers face discrimination in the USDA's lending program, the USDA is now requiring a thorough and lengthy application to qualify for up to $500,000. The black farmers and agriculture.
Yeah. They've been screwing the black farmers over for a minute now.
Association call the application confusing and say it's another discriminatory practice.
I am here because my ancestors were farmers.
Betty Brown and her friend Quilla Williams are two of the hundreds of black farmers and their descendants that want a portion of $2.2 billion they say is owed to them from the U.S. Department of Agriculture. The money was set aside by Congress as part of the Inflation Reduction Act of 2021 for farmers who experienced discrimination from the USDA. To receive the money, farmers must fill out a 40-page application. The Black Farmers and Agriculturalists Association president, Thomas Burrell, calls the process arbitrary.
It does not take 40 pages to pay a person who you acknowledge and admit that you discriminated against.
The group also takes issue with the fact that farmers can't receive money for deceased family members who were also discriminated against by the department.
I saw the hard time they had and the disappointment they had during that time when they was trying to obtain farms to make their life better, and it was denied to them.
They've lost land. They lost opportunity. Their work has been in vain. They should be compensated.
The lawsuit from the group also led to an extension of the application process. Instead of October 31st, all paperwork must be submitted by January. In the meantime, Burrell says they want a judge to determine whether the application is arbitrary.
This money can be used and will be used to continue to improve their farms. And a lot of cases will help them to be able to go back into farming.
We're going to keep on fighting.
The group ultimately...
It's a shame that, how people got to put up with this stuff still to this day. Then you got people like Myron Gaines and Anton Daniels online talking crap about black people ain't went through nothing and all this craziness, man. And then the blatant racism, you got the redlining, they systematically destroyed the black farmers, and even in a admission of their guilt, they still making it hard through paperwork to actually get what they deserve. It's just crazy, man.
He wants a shorter application process and to be able to apply for their deceased family members. Their next court hearing, Mark, is this Wednesday.
And look, y'all already know on this channel we hold racist, Caucasian people accountable. Because if we don't, who will? If you don't like black people, black issues, black talks, get to stepping. Now look, when Martin Luther King Jr., when he woke up from that dream and started standing on business, this is what he really said. Check this out. He said the promise of 40 acres and a mule was broken, and that freedom without land or economic security is not real freedom. He pointed out that the government gave white Americans land and wealth through policy while telling black people to pull themselves up by their bootstraps with nothing. King argued that this was unjust and that real justice required repair, not temporary aid or lectures about self-reliance. Make that make sense. And the cold part is those black farmers, they never got their relief money because Caucasian farmers filed lawsuits against it. So all along, these people have been doing things to stop us from thriving, and we still find a way. Tell me I'm lying. And I said, wait. Filing lawsuits against black farmers, stealing the land of black farmers, and then they have the audacity to tell me, don't talk about reparations. What you talking about, Willis? Matter of fact, I'm gonna let Dr. Claude Anderson handle my lightweight. Run the goddamn tape.
This is in the United States and the federal government's budget put together. So Congress said, we don't have that kind of money. But Lincoln wanted to give reparations to Southern white plantations owners for any slaves they lost.
But in 1998,
when blacks talk about reparations for free labor in slavery, they are virtually laughed to scorn. Why is that? That's part of the hypocrisy in this country, because the first thing, black folk never made it an issue. They keep thinking that they won't get it. Black people, only group of people I know in this country who've labored and suffered and never got compensated for it. We've compensated American Indians now for almost 360 years with reparations. Whites got reparation, which they call freedom dues, and they came out of indentured servantship. Jews have gotten reparations. Jews have picked up over $52 billion since World War II. Japanese have gotten 3 or 4 reparations. They got $22,000 each starting in 1990 from the United States. They've also gotten reparations from 2 cities in California and the state of California. And Japanese Americans who moved to Latin America just came back into the country last year and picked up over $1 billion. The only people who've never gotten compensated is black folk. We even put money into Japan under what we call the Point 4 program, gave them $13 billion after we just got through bombing them. We also put another $14 billion into the Marshall Plan for Germans after we just finished bombing them. Black folk have never been compensated because black folk refuse to make reparations an issue.
And y'all already know what I say makes sense. And he's right, but I finally got it. The left and the right, they don't give a damn about us. They always lie. That's why it's up to us from now on to support our people directly. So here's the website. If you want to contact the black farmers, here's the website. Contact them. We have to go directly to the plug, bro. We got to skip these politicians. They don't give a damn about us, bro. They don't like us. You think these people would give us $1 billion? You think these people would give us $1 billion? Hell no. Of course they're going to make you fill out a 40-sheet page of information. Of course, because they don't think you're smart. They don't think you can read. They're going to do all that shit to get in our way. Why would they give us $1 billion, bro? To them, it's a race. That's why they call it racism. They can't have us passing them up. We already running circles around them with nothing.
Yeah, nowhere in here they're going to give black farmers $2 billion. Of course not. It's ludicrous to even think that's going to happen. That'll be damn near like reparations. And we know that ain't going to happen. We all know that ain't going to happen in this country. So, nah, cancel that. But you see how they're making it difficult with the paperwork? 40 pages of paperwork. They're going to make you jump through hoops. They're going to tie it up in court. It'll probably be 7, 8 years before it come up again. Just going back and forth to court with it being tied up with the court system.
Already running circles around them with nothing. So you think they'll give us $1 billion to help us out? Hell no. They're going to lie to your ass, but they're not giving you $1 billion so you can...
Remember a few years ago when Gaddafi wanted to give Farrakhan with $1 billion and the U.S. blocked it? So he right. They're not going to give you $1 billion. No. It's all just a smoke screen. Because they know historically they've been ignoring and screwing over the black farmers for the longest. So it's just a little bone they're going to try to throw them. But like he say, they're not going to give it. Like I say, back when Gaddafi was trying to give Farrakhan $1 billion for the betterment of black people, they blocked it.
Get generational wealth and build that. They don't want that because they scared that black people will surpass them. Of course, some of our people going to spend that money. They're going to blow that money. But a lot of people going to invest that money. A lot of people go buy land. A lot of people go do a lot of great things with their money, and they know that shit. So we have to support our own goddamn people. It is what it is. In 2021, the federal government approved $4 billion to compensate minority farmers for decades of proven discrimination by the USDA, including denied loans and land loss. Before the money could be distributed, white farmers filed lawsuits claiming the program was unfair, which led courts to pause and block the payments. As the legal battles continued, most black farmers never received the funds, even though the discrimination had already been acknowledged by the government. Make that make sense. So wait. These the same people that was praising Charlie Kirk for calling black people lazy? Mm-hmm. These the same people that was praising Charlie Kirk for saying black people need to stop depending on government assistance. But if you look at the facts, Caucasian people really depend on government assistance. Tell me I'm lying. And then had the audacity to file lawsuits against black farmers so they wouldn't get their money. And the cold part is the United States court system was on their side. So all along, these people have been acting like they better than us. All along, these people have been acting like they work harder than us. All along, these people have been acting like they smarter than us, but they've been getting government assistance from generation to generation to generation. Man, I swear to God, you can't make this shit up. The game is cold. White Americans receive the largest share of government assistance in the United States, and they dominate programs like Social Security, Medicare, farm subsidies, housing aid, and business relief. Despite popular narratives, most government aid in total dollars has historically gone to white households and industries. Make that make sense. So to my Black Americans, to the ones who want to live this American dream, it's all fake. These people have been given handouts, their farms, handouts, their businesses, handouts, their homes, handouts, and I can go on and on. It's crazy how the whole system is against us. So when you hear people talk about, damn, Black people don't own anything, we don't own none of the stores in our neighborhoods, you see why. You see why the whole system is against us on purpose, bro. They set up laws so you can't own anything that changes anything. You can own little small businesses here and there, but for the most part, everything is stacked up against us. And
exactly, everything is stacked up against us. Then they got, like I say, they got their little minions out here, like Charlie Kirk is coming up with these false statistics. That was a tongue twister. These false stats about us, not giving the whole narrative. They just painting a narrative that we're a certain kind of way, all while robbing us. Historically, this has happened, and it's still happening. Okay? So, yeah, this system is designed for us to fail. Redlining, just the medical system, the prison system, all of it.
That's what we still find a way. We still find a way with nothing, and we still run circles around these people. So you see why they won't give you $1 billion. You see why? If they give a Black family or a Black group of people $1 billion, bro, that can change their whole bloodline. They don't want to do that. So they'll get that money to entertain us.
Who remember a few years ago when they were saying Sachs and Goldman pledged to give Black women $1 billion? Do y'all remember that? Yeah, this right here. Goldman Sachs pledged 10 billion in investment capital and $100 million in philanthropy over 10 years through its 1 million Black women initiative launched in 2021 to improve economic opportunities for Black women by tackling barriers in health, education, finance, entrepreneurship by 2030. Has any of that happened? No. So they just say these things as false screens to get our people hopes up and to make it seem like, it ain't racist, it's better than it was. When in our actuality, it's still the same way.
Comedians, basketball players, football players, because they know they're not changing shit. When they get to farmers, they know they can change a whole generation, bro, and they can feed, the Black community healthy stuff. They don't want that shit. They'll rather give their money to their people. They won't give it to us, so we have to support our own people, bro. The system is against us, but guess what? We don't complain. The system been against us.
And another thing, of course they're not going to give them the money because they're trying to get rid of farming right now. So you can eat Bill Gates' fake genetic meat and drink the fake milk and all that there and have us eating bull. So yeah, of course not. They getting rid of the white farmers. So of course the Black farmers don't stand a chance. They're not going to get $2 billion.
Don't get handouts. So that's why when old boy was talking about DEI, I'm like, what? Dude, we earn everything. We earn everything. We're not giving anything because our skin color. We don't have the complexion for the protection. We don't have that shit. We earn everything. These people get handouts. They've been getting handouts from the start since the 1800s to the 1700s. These people been getting handouts and they acting like they smarter than us. They acting like they work harder than us. They acting like they better than us, bro. I'm telling you, you cannot make this shit up. And look, I gotta say it, in 2026, look, we have to start supporting our people directly. Like I said, here's the website. If you want to contact them, contact them. We have to start supporting our people directly, man. Now look, when it comes to these Black churches, For the ones that don't support our people, shout out to the ones that rock with our people, that support the community, because there's a lot of black churches that don't give a damn, bro. All they care about if the pastor have a nice home, a nice car. They don't care about the community. They don't care about the crackheads. They don't care about the people that's on fentanyl. They don't care about that shit, bro. They care about money. So in 2026, let's stop giving these black churches that don't give a damn about our people our money, bro. Let's give that money to the black local farmers. Let's give that money to the black farmers that's really important to our community, because we can't depend on these politicians. They don't like us, bro. No one likes us. For some reason, no one likes us. And we rock with everybody, but no one likes us. So we have to start communicating with each other. We have to start supporting each other, because at the end of the day, we all we got. It is what it is. And look, y'all already know, before I go, I have to speak from the heart. Look, Malcolm X, he did his part. Martin Luther King Jr., before he was murdered, he did his part. He said that real shit. He woke up from that dream and he stood on business. Fred Hampton, he did his part. The Black Panther Party, they did their part. The Black Liberation Army, they did that part. In 2025, 2026, and in the future, it's up to us now. It's up to us. Yeah, we can keep talking about them, but it's up to us now. We have to keep our history alive while they try and take it away. We have to support our people in our community. We have to, bro. Because if we don't, we're going to be stuck depending on politicians that don't give a damn about us, bro. They're going to always tell you what you like to hear. Black people built this country. Black people are important. They're going to always say that bullshit. We already know all these things. We already know. Let them take the museums. We already know our history. We ain't scared. Those politicians, they scared. They're going to talk about what they're going to do for black people. But it's all talk. They scared to really talk their real shit, because they scared they're going to lose their seat. They scared of that real shit. Well, I'm going to always speak that real shit. I'm going to always stand up for my people. It is what it is. So shout out to those black farmers for standing on business and not just taking that money. It's a lot of money, but we already know. You take money from Trump, you take that money from Trump, it's over. He controlling for life. It is what it is. Shout out to my black farmers. Shout out to my people. I love y'all. I'm out.
All right, this is the end of the video. This Introvert Rockstar, I'm going to leave the link to this video and his channel in the description box. Go check him out, subscribe to him, give him a follow. Like I said, he got to do a lot of good content. I look forward to reacting to some more of his videos, because he does great work. So check him out, like and subscribe to my channel. And peace. I'm going to catch y'all in this video.